What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this Tuesday edition of the NBA PrizePicks Picks Show. Got plenty to jump into today. Let's dive right in to our tool and get started immediately with Colin Sexton and this 18-point PrizePicks projection. Our projection has him all the way up at 22.7 points. Atlanta just hemorrhages points to the point guard position. This projection was lower to start the day. In fact, our guy Sam Chowdhury jumped on 17.5 in the betting market earlier today, but 18 is still really solid. I will also say you can head over to Underdog and you might be able to find that their projection is only 17.5, in which case you wouldn't just be getting that half-point advantage, but you'd also be eliminating the chances that this pick ties. We don't like ties. They slash our odds. So head on over to Underdog, use the QR code or promo code FTN for a 100% deposit match bonus up to $100 and find some help there. And then you pair it with one of my favorite plays from this game as well. Under, or I should say less than 8.5 3-point attempts for Lauri Markkanen. I like this for a few reasons. And one of the big reasons is this correlation bonus. If Sexton is continuously driving to the basket, if he's getting his own shot, if he's hitting threes from the outside, those are threes that Markkanen is not taking. So, it's pretty clear when Markkanen has that really big boost, that spike in three-point attempts in a game, it's because the guards aren't able to get to the hole the way they want. They have to penetrate to kick it out instead of penetrate looking for their own shot. So really strong correlation here. There's another aspect of correlation to this pick as well, which I'll talk about shortly. First, I want to move over to the Chicago and Detroit game. There's an interesting one here. We have two options with the Sunmoo at the top. We can go to his points projection, which actually has the higher rating in our SAR system, but there's a distribution thing going on here, right? So you can land on a whole variety of points around 14.5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Obviously, all of those options. Only 59% chance in our simulations that he gets more than this point projection. You could also look at his three-point attempts made. It's a smaller difference in projection, and therefore they're both only 2.5 stars, but it might have a higher win probability. And in fact, it does 67.7%. He's been almost automatic for 2+ three-pointers made of late. He's playing a ton of minutes. This Detroit team, they don't give up a ton of three-point attempts, but they don't prevent three-point makes anywhere near as well. Obviously they're allowing a lot of high-quality shots to Sunmoo, by the way, shooting over 40% from three this season. So really like this one. I'm going to give a little bit of a pro tip here. You can often find some really high win probability picks in the turnover department. It's a similar argument to Sunmoo's threes. You just get a different type of distribution around that number than you get around a points number, for example. So sometimes you can find some really strong value, especially on less picks. Here we have Vucevic projected for 1.42 turnovers. His PrizePicks projection is 1.5. If you didn't know about the distribution of turnovers, you might say, okay, he's probably slightly over 50% to hit that. But actually, he's 59.8% to get fewer than 1.5 turnovers. Basically, he's 59.8% to get either 0 or 1. Not many options down there. You're either going less by 1 or 2, you're going more. So because of that distribution, we get a really nice edge. You can also see there's a nice correlation bonus here. Now, let's take note of this 77% expected value on this power play. Let's compare it to the other option we had with Sunmoo. We could also go to his points projection. Less likely in a vacuum to hit, but maybe it has more correlation. So let's go ahead and add this and compare the two. The correlation did, in fact, go up. We now are at a 3.6% correlation bonus, but the expected value has gone down 58%. So this is an example of where the little bit of correlation probably not worth the difference in just raw probability of that pick hitting. So let's go back to the Sunmoo and his three-pointers made. This is going to be certainly one of my plays tonight. Actually, I might not run this as a 4-pick power play. What I will probably do is look for 2 other pairings and run 4 different 6-pick plays. I love those 6-pick flex plays. And one of the reasons let's just take a look at this expected value again. So look, we're at 77%. Now I'm just going to go and kind of blindly take two picks that I don't love. In fact, we can kind of reverse this and take a look at some lower rated plays. So let's just add two kind of toss-ups here. We're going to go with Kuzma's rebounds, which is at 47.6%. And then let's go Draymond's rebounds. So both of these picks are pretty bad, 47.6, 52.2. Look, the flex play expected value has barely gone down. These are like as bad as we could possibly do. The 6-pick flex play is that good. So if we replace these two with anything even remotely competent that we like, so let's go back and let's just sort by positive rating. So let's go Mikal Bridges and Trey Mann rebounds. No correlation here. I don't love these. The model certainly does, but look at this expected value, 170% now. So surely I can find a pairing, a correlated pairing, two correlated pairings that just make it worthwhile to turn this 4-pick power play that we've built into a 6-pick play, mix and match with some other options so that we can be wrong about something and still have a chance to make one of those 25-1 hits that really can just make the entire month for you. So that's going to be my plan tonight. It won't be Mann and Bridges, but we're going to find some other pairings that we love, and I will throw those into the Pick'em Games Discord channel over on FTN Daily. So we will catch you there. Thanks again for tuning in.